Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast, episode 474. It's a short start, couple of seconds. We made it. Here's Wrocław, and here's Elizabeth and Julian, aka Croissant Gamer. We survived the whole way from Donegal to
The
Dublin,
elevator really killed us.
and then from Dublin to Wrocław, and then trip through Wrocław because we had to drive through.
From underground to...
Yeah, and then Julian was kind of scared because he was afraid that we will die in the elevator. We are going now to eat something because we are completely starving, so I'll record the rest shortly. Welcome back to the second part and the last one of today's episode. As you can see, I'm beautifully shaved both in the upper part and the lower part. So this is thanks to this fella. Julian helped me yesterday before he went to sleep to shave my head. It's faster when he does it, and I just kind of do a couple of finishing touches. And while I was packing up, he obviously went to sleep with Elizabeth. They had about 4 or 5 hours of sleep, and I was still struggling to decide if I will sleep at least for 2 hours or something to take that nap or not sleep at all. And there were caveats to both, the pros and cons to both solutions. If I would go to sleep or a nap, I would obviously be a little bit less tired, but I would wake up after 2.5 hours, so I would be very kind of dizzy and probably not well suited for driving. While if I stayed, and this is what I chose, I stayed up and didn't sleep at all. I was sharp for the most of the drive, but at the end I was kind of falling asleep slightly, so it was still dangerous. But obviously I was well awake. I could finish everything up and drive for most part without any issues. The drive to Dublin was smooth, and the flight itself was also quite a breeze. It was probably one of the fastest flights to Poland that we had in our lifetime. We probably flew for about 2 hours and 10 minutes, which is pretty fast. No turbulences, well, maybe a little bit, obviously at the start. You don't count them as turbulences because this is just a part of the departure. And then during the flight, I don't recall any major problems. At the end, we knew that in Wrocław there's a windy weather, so we were expecting a couple of turbulent moments, and indeed it started pretty early when we got to the clouds level, still pretty high over the ground level, but it was already swinging the plane left and right. But surprisingly, even though it was quite, feeling quite scary or chaotic, the pilot was well trained and sat the plane very smoothly we couldn't feel pretty much any impact, and we were expecting quite a hard landing, but it was okay. And we straight away went to the car rental company. We got the car, not the Jeep Renegade, as we were expecting. It seems like they don't even have it in their fleet, but because I was booking via the proxy or partner or third party, they tend to put some cars that are not even in the available. So it's usually, let's say, Jeep Renegade or similar. So that means that whatever that company has in their fleet within that segment or that type of car, be it small cars, medium cars, SUVs, crossovers, whatever, they will give you whatever they have. And it was unfortunate from the, I would say, aesthetic level, because my wife wanted to get that Jeep Renegade because it looks cool, but I knew that underneath it's not powerful, and it's more of a nice looking car than anything good. We actually got Opel Mokka, I think, and it has a more powerful engine. And what's best is my prediction about potential upgrade came true, because we got the automatic. So it's pretty much new car in black, very nice design, fully computerized. It's fully automatic, so it's perfect for me. It took a lot of stress out, especially in Wrocław itself, because it's quite a big and complex town, especially in the center. So it was much easier to maneuver in those tricky streets, lanes, and tram lines and bus lanes and whatever. There's a huge mixture of those, and it really looks tricky. And if you have to use manual at the same time, stopping and starting and turning in very busy places, it is much more stressful, while on automatic it's much better. And obviously we arrived here without any problems. This is, I think they call it mezzanines, so it's like a top level. As you can see, is the ceiling is not flat and straight, it's kind of angled. So it's like the top of the building. It's like an old building that has been renovated and made an apart hotel. And obviously we have apartment that has two levels. This is the first one. Well, these are my donuts. This is like the living area where Julian is, and there is a TV on the other side of this wall. And then obviously there is a kitchenette here, and then the rest of the room is like, there is a bathroom here, and then you have like a stairs, and there is a mezzanine up there. Elizabeth is there, so I don't want to interrupt her. She's preparing for her personal training session with new client, which is happening around 8 p.m. our time here in Poland. So that's it for today. I feel like crap, so I want to wrap up quickly and get ready to sleep. Maybe take a shower and just get my hours back as much as I can. Tomorrow we have a whole day for ourselves. We are likely to go to the shopping mall nearby. Most likely we won't use the car, which will be a little bit of waste of a rental, but It's only about 2.5, 3 kilometers walk, so we can do the walk at the same time, the activity, do the shopping and come back. So we will have a nice 5 to 6K walk together with that shopping. Oh, we were actually in the restaurant today that we're hoping to eat a nice meal, but turned out that it was closed just today, this Monday 15th, and it was the actual day that we arrived and we wanted to eat there. So we used the plan B and went to Sphinx, which is more like a network of restaurants across Poland. Sorry. It wasn't bad, it was okay food, but long waiting times. We know that it's less than ideal food, so but we were hungry after the whole day of pretty much eating nothing, so we needed that proper meal. We saw a little bit of Wrocław, old town and kind of main square and areas, but tomorrow we'll have more time to do that. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Stay tuned for new updates tomorrow.